Oh shit. That's not good. Further. Here comes nice beaver number 71. Been doing this, being Indians, not even having knives, doing this with rocks and sticks. There's some fresh honey right there. They definitely didn't run out of food. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, we got him. Nice. Look at all them quills. Ugh. Man. Here we go. Well, welcome to the Beaver Retriever channel, where I bring you along on my trap line and show you a little bit of my lifestyle as we go. So this week we're going to try to check all my traps. I got 37 traps out altogether, so hopefully I can get to them all by the end of the week, next Saturday. And hopefully we'll catch a few beaver this week. So today we're going to try to check 4 flowages. I got one on this pond, there's one on the pond out back there, and there's 2 on a local river that I want to try to get checked today. Our season total up to now is 68 beaver, so that's the most I've ever had at this time of year. Usually I catch about 100. Most I've ever caught is 108 in a season, so hoping to beat that record by a long shot this year, so follow me along. Alright, here's flowage number 1. So, nice little house. Little food bed between my 4 traps here. These things out. I haven't checked these in a couple of snowstorms. There's quite a bit of snow here. What do I got going on here? Nice block. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro. Oh, fox running across the pond down there. Hey! Hey! That's a coyote. Hey! Yeah, that was freaking awesome. Let's see if I can critter running across the ice like that. Yeah, it's water pouring up on the ice right now. Jesus. There's pressure there. Look at that coming up. No, it was still set. Son of a bitch. Alright, on to the next trap. Much thinner than the rest of this place. Yeah, look at that water pour up. Got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pretty sure these are blueberry bushes. That's what some of them look like. Pretty sure, yeah, that's a blueberry leaf. Yeah, these are blueberry bushes. So if you were finding some blueberry bushes somewhere. Hey. Oh, no, just went off. I hate these muddy spots. I wish I could have looked down and saw that, but I couldn't, so. Well, unfortunately, we didn't catch any here this time, but it's part of trapping. We don't catch them every time. If not, we just call it catching, not trapping, right? Alright, so now we're headed to the other pond. There's another pond up through the woods over this way. And we'll see what we got there. Here's the tracks of that either fox or coyote we saw earlier. Oh yeah, that's definitely a coyote. How big that print is. Yep. No, that was a coyote run through here. Yeah, that was quite the mission. That trail's awful tight, but I'm glad I got it broke out. Now it should be pretty easy going after it freezes up. So here's my final flowage for this area. This place is just as muddy as that last pond. It sucks checking these ones. You can't look down in there and see if the trap's set off or not. I have to pull each and every one of these. Let's see what we got. Feels like a beaver. Yep, we got a beaver. Nice. So I'm gonna push it back down and start chopping a bigger hole here to get that beaver out. Nice. Oh shit. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Fuck. Now I gotta chop a huge hole. Just busted the snare, or busted foot off, or something just happened. Oh yeah, busted the snare. Yep. Shit. So, looks like I gotta get the chopping majorly now. I can't just leave a beaver down there. Yeah, ain't this a shitty situation? But that's kind of the situations I get myself into, I guess. I freaking shouldn't have yadded up on it. Should have chiseled the hole bigger, for sure. Ended up pulling the snare out for my fitting at the end, my stop. But I pulling on it pretty good there, so. But I do feel the beaver. I'm pretty sure I feel him on my chisel, so. I think we're gonna maybe go get a couple of sticks. Maybe some sticks with some branches on it, or something to try to grab them somehow. It's just down there just too deep that I will never be able to reach it by hand. And I'm not going swimming for it, but we're gonna get it one way or another. It's just might take me all day. Use the trap setter some maybe. Reach down there, see if we can feel them at least. No, just not long enough. Alright, so I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try to go fishing with my snare. I'm gonna try to wire a snare open here so it'll stay open until I hook onto the beaver, and then once I hook onto the beaver, hopefully it'll set off and I'll catch it. So as long as I can find like a leg or the tail or something. So this is funny. I hope this works. Yeah, I'm not catching it. This is funny. Frustrating, but funny at the same time. So, we'll keep trying. We're gonna try another idea. Some of these ideas might get weird, but it's how you figure something out is try everything. So I got a snare between the GoPro selfie stick and my chisel. I'm gonna stick them both down in there and try to see if I can't twist that cable around the beaver and pull them up, maybe. Funny idea number 2, right? Or 3, or I don't know how many different ideas I've tried already. Gotta get it. Oh, I gotta kneel down. Yep, this ain't working. Fuck. I'm gonna have to go, I got some jig poles in my truck. Just some lures. Get my biggest hook lures and try to hook them. I think it's about our best bet. Alright, we're gonna go out and get some hooks there. I think it's gonna be my only best bet, just so it's only a little small hook, so it shouldn't like ruin the pelt or anything. We have to get it no matter what. I'd rather ruin it and get it than leave it for something to eat. So we're gonna hurry back out and come right back. Yeah, so I got a couple different ideas here. I got a conibear. We could try to hook it with the, snap the conibear on it. But first we're gonna try the jig pole with a heavy hook. Nothing like fishing for beaver. So we're gonna refeel it one more time with the chisel. See right where it's at. It's right there. Yep, I think it's right down below me, right there. Probably gonna hook on a log and not even be able to get my lure back. I don't know. Got something. I hope we. Ah, it fell off. I think we just got a beaver. Oh, stay hooked, stay hooked, stay hooked. Stay hooked. Holy, this is a big one. This is a big one. Biggest thing you'll ever see on this jig pole. Easy there. Oh shit! No, we missed it. Fuck. Just gotta get him up higher and then I'll Oh, I got a tail! Oh, we got him! Nice! Freaking right! That's awesome. Caught a beaver with a jig pole. Holy, what a mission that was. That's beaver number 69, and there's a story to go with it. That's funny. I was determined. This one was a corner bear, and I could feel between the springs there the top is set off, and it feels like it's set off. So we're gonna pull it up and see what we got. Ooh, feels like we got a beaver. Feels like we got another beaver. We'll lose this one too, right? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. All right, beaver number 70 coming up. There's beaver number 70. Nice. Friggin' right. This is what we call freeze drying. We want to try to freeze all the wetness on them so they don't stick to like my sled or stick to each other or stick to metal. Or so we sit here and rub snow in them and it will freeze them right up. This one's got some nice long guard hairs on it. Really nice looking beaver. All right, on to the next flowage. A couple of spots on the river, local river. So here we go. Well, we're at flowage number 3. Got a 61 pounder right here. Last time we were here checking traps. I believe we caught 2 here. We caught one there, and I can't remember where we caught the other one. Maybe that one there. So, alright, let's hope we catch a mate to that 61 pounder. It'd be nice to catch another 60 pounder or so. This one's a foothold, and I think it's set off. Sure feels like I got something. I'm gonna have to chop it out bigger. I don't want to lose whatever's in there and be freaking fishing for it again. I think it's a beaver and it's frozen maybe. It's not coming up, so let's see if we can figure this thing out. Which way is it headed? Further. Here it comes. Nice beaver number 71. Holy, there was some air in that one. This one here is a corner bear, and it was set off, so let's see what we got. So we got a muskrat. We got a little muskrat. Nice. Nope, muskrats hang right out with beaver. Beaver welcome muskrats into their house. Just extra heat in the wintertime. They get along, so nice. Get him out of the trap and freeze dried. And trap reset. Alright, I think I got another beaver. Last trap of this flowage. Oh yeah, we got another beaver. So that makes number 71, right? No, 69, 70, 71, 72. That makes number 72. Well, that's a good catch for here. 2 beaver and a muskrat, so nice. I'm at 4 beaver and a muskrat today. That's a good sized beaver. That's a small beaver. Nice big muskrat. That's a big muskrat. Alright, we made it back to the truck. We're gonna offload my beaver. And then we'll bust trail down into my other flowage, which is over that way. Alright, 4th and final flowage for the day. So, got 4 snare poles here. Well, nothing yet at this place. We're on our 3rd trap. We got 1 more to go. Final trap of the day. I'm just gonna pull it up. Oh, something's going on down there. Oh, it's just my guide wire. Son of a bitch. Yep. There's a snare. There's a snare. So, yep. So that's all we got. We got 4 beaver and a muskrat today. Good catch for today. 4 beaver and a muskrat. I'll take it. So tomorrow we'll try to get these gun, and it's supposed to rain, be crappy in a couple of days. So on that crappy rainy day is when I'll flush them and put them on a board. So all right, till tomorrow. All right, I ended up bringing all them beaver in last night. I bring them in, put them right next to my wood stove here, and let them dry. So they're all nice and dry now, and we'll skin them all out today. Hammer down and start skinning some beaver. Yeah, this is a nice furred out beaver. I think it's got some fur on it. Nice color to them. number one done. So that's the process of skinning it. These back straps are freaking good. If you know a trapper that traps beaver, ask them for some beaver meat. As long as it's freshly caught. Don't make sure it's not like a month old, and make sure they're not cutting the meat out with the same knife they're cutting freaking glands out with. So it just gives it an off taste. Now we got all of these beaver and hang them up for the dogs. Great dog food. Yeah, these things get pretty easy to gut after you gutted so many of them. Kidneys. And it like just falls right out of there. Just like so. Alright, one genuine gutted beaver. Alright, beaver number 2. So, probably not going to videotape doing all of them, but definitely quite the process of beaver. Imagine doing this, being Indians, not even having knives, doing this with rocks and sticks. Yeah, these were some nice winter beaver. This guy's got quite a bit of fat on him. Yeah, beaver number 2 skin. Gotta get the castor glands out of it. These glands, they pay us by the pound for them. And add them into women's perfume. Like if you look up the ingredients in some perfumes, if you see castorum, that is beaver castor. So a lot of women don't even know that they're wearing beaver castor. Today we're going to check on some of my beehives. We're late February right now. I think we're February 26th or so right now. So I know 2 of my hives didn't make it, but we're still going to go double check, look them over, see what happened. So this is the first hive. This was alive a month and a half ago, and then I don't think it made it. I got a laser thermometer here. A couple months ago I had 50 something degrees in the top of this beehive. Now I have 29. Definitely no bees left in there if it's only 29 degrees. We're gonna open it up. I'm pretty sure they're dead, so let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. Oh, my sugar was still up here. Yeah, still had plenty of honey left. Son of a bitch, that sucks. Yeah, if I wanted some fresh honey, there's some fresh honey right there. They definitely didn't run out of food. Yeah, that's actually good honey. I might take that home with me today and start eating that. Maybe later today or in the next few days we'll do a honey harvest. Harvest a little bit of honey. There's all my bees. Yep, so that sucks. How to beekeeping. Oh, there's my hive tool. I've been looking for that this whole freaking time. So, yep, no, they're all freaking dead. Alright, headed over into my log beehive. I haven't checked this one in a long time. 35 degrees in a certain area. Yeah, 36. I don't know, that's warmer than out here, so it's generating something for heat inside there. Ooh, what's this right here in the snow? Oh, there's a dead bee thrown on top of the snow, so it usually means they're cleaning out the house. Oh, there's another dead bee. Ooh, that's a good sign. I like seeing it means they're kicking bees out, they're cleaning house. Alright, we can go in and check my third hive. This one I knew died late fall. It wasn't even winter yet, and this one died, but it was very, very small hive. Been at this 4 or 5 years, and I've lost a lot of hives trying to figure this out. Just, they gotta be a nice, strong, healthy hive to go into the winter. They have to be. This one should have been combined with that other one, like late summer. So to give them early fall to kind of build up even bigger and make it so they last the winter. Hopefully that log hive makes it. So this hive I keep right in the corner of my garden here. Get rid of the sugar. All kinds of honey. This will be good for some hives that I collect this summer. That was a bummer that they were just too small of a group of bees to survive the winter. They need to be so big to... Holy, this one's heavy. Has some honey and some pollen. One more hive to go check, and then we wait till springtime. I can't wait till I start putting up my bucket swarm traps and start trying to catch some more swarms. Need bees in my garden for sure. Alright, we're checking the final beehive. This is the one over in my brother's house, and it's not looking good. I did just open up the cover real quick before I videotaped here. And I did find one dead cluster of bees on the top, over on the top here, but it was only a small cluster, so I wasn't opening it up any further. And it doesn't look like there's like a lot of bees down there dead. So, I don't know. This is a tough one. My thermometer ain't reading right, so I can't use that. Hopefully these ones made it. They all had honey. Every one of these hives that are dying off on me still had honey left, so they had plenty of food. I think it's probably varroa mites and or cold. It's been super cold this year. Been 10, 12 below quite a few times now. Alright, today we're gonna go do a little ice fishing. I'm gonna do my actual favorite type of ice fishing, jig and go, where I just jig for like 5-10 minutes and then I move on. Just keep hammering holes all day. Sometimes I've had the best luck doing this, and it gets me to know a lake. I know all the depths and stuff. Down. Alright, we're off. We don't really bring much on this. We don't need the tent, heater, any of that stuff. I didn't bring any dogs today. I just wanted to hammer down, not paying attention to no dogs, so. Alright, let's go see if we can't catch a freaking big old laker. The on-off switch doesn't work, so gotta let it just do its thing. Enough, right? I think so. Get me past the thing. I'm gonna try this one first. Alright, we got 31 feet of water here. Let's see what we get. Alright, on to the next one. In about 5 minutes, we tried a couple different lures and we didn't get no hits, so we're going to go out a couple, and then we're going to skip an area and get up into them narrows. And I'd like to hit up the upper end. The upper end is supposed to be better fishing, but it's real shallow. Alright, transducer going in. Is any fish yet? That's not very far off. We're just at 30 feet. Now we're at 64. It's a pretty good drop right there. Alright, on to the next one. Actually, I'm going to try to go way up to the upper end of the lake. We'll go way up there and work my way back down. Alright, we're going to work our way around this island. Island there behind me. We're going to start right here and go all the way up and around and see what we end up with. Alright, this is hole number 3 for the day. One year I did this, I did over 40 holes in a day. But that was a whole day. And that was an ice fishing derby. Well, I'm marking some fish on the fish finder. Just not biting. I just switched up lures. I just don't want this lure. That's what it is. Alright, let's try a bait fish on a jig hook. Let's see what happens. We're on to what, our 4th spot, I think. Oh, there's a fish already down there checking it out. Nice. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, yeah. He wants to chase it down. Go on the other side of him here for a second. Nice. That's what I love about this. Let's see if we can get it to hit it, though. 51 feet of water here. Got some chasing going on. A couple fish here that really want this lure. Come on, guys. Bite onto it. Yeah, I'm going to try a different lure real quick. See if we can get them. Yeah, that bald eagle is pretty cool. I don't know if it showed up on camera, but the bald eagle took off from the top of that tree as I went by. So now we're in 10 feet of water, which I don't like fishing in, but it's all we got. Gives you no room for the chase. So I think I'm on hole number 7. Pretty sure that's what it is. And my auger just broke. Recoil on my freaking auger just messed up. Been messed up, but it finally just totally messed up. So I think we're gonna fish this spot for a little while and then call it a day. I just had my first bite. Came up and hit me pretty good there. At least catch a fish today. Kinda nice. Still right there. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, we got him. Nice. Oh, we got him. Fuck yeah. Oh, nice. Finally, first lake of the season right there. Nice lake trout. They gotta be 18 inches to keep one here. No, that's only about 17 inches. So we're gonna let them go right back in the hole. Let them swim another day. We finally caught one though. Nice. Sweet. So we're gonna throw some more bait fish on that hook and keep trying this. Yeah, and of course, battery just died on the freaking fish finder too. Son of a bitch. I hate fishing without my fish finder. Pretty sure it's done. Yep. Nope, shutting down. Son of a bitch. We just had another bite. Doing it blindly here. Sucks the fish finder died. Freaking auger quit working. Boy, we can catch a big one. I want at least one over 18 inches so we can bring it home and eat it. Alright, well that's it for today. This sucks with no fish finder. Need to like play the chase. Need to be able to watch them chase my lure up and play hard to get, and then they more likely to bite. So we'll sit here and jig for another minute or two, but I'm pretty sure this is it for today. We've had enough. One's better than none. It wasn't a keeper. Wish it was a keeper. I would have had some fish for dinner, but I don't know. It's all fun to me, so this was fine. Tomorrow we're probably gonna work on my dog sled and work on my airplane. Gotta try to work on that the next couple of days when it's warm and raining out. Hopefully Thursday or Friday, we'll try to get to checking some more traps. So today we're down to my sugar shack, my maple syrup sugar shack. We produce maple syrup every year, which is only right around the corner. Probably a couple weeks out, we'll be tapping trees and getting ready for the season. But today we're gonna process some honey. I had a honeybee hive that died off when I was doing an inspection the other day. I saw they were dead, so we're gonna harvest some honey out of that. So I don't have a honey extractor yet, and I haven't made one yet. Eventually I'll make one, probably this summer I'll try to make one. So for now, I just take a frame out. I'm gonna scrape it off right into this screen in the bowl. So put that right down like that. I think I'm just gonna scrape it off down here and have to bring it inside to liquefy it a little better. Real gooey. Yep. This isn't gonna work how I was hoping. It's just too cold. Never harvest honey in the winter. So we'll scrape it off down here, and then we'll just bring that bowl right up to my house. Leave it in by the wood stove for a couple hours, and then bring it back down here, finish canning it. Yeah, this stuff's wicked good. Just a little bit of wax mixed in with it. Alright. To be continued. So every year we got a freaking porcupine moves into a backside of our barn here. They live down underneath it there, so I got a live trap here today. I'm gonna come over here and try to catch them. I've done this quite a few times. These things are not very smart. You put this right in that little beat down trail, don't even need no bait or nothing, and bam, catch them. This is the porcupine trail. Going out that way, going down here, down one side of the barn right there. So before the dog gets them, we'll set a trap. Alright, that's how we're gonna set it up. Yeah, so the porcupine come right in there. Step on the pan back here. Alright, get that reset one more time. Block a little bit of this off right here and block off that other spot, and hopefully he'll come right in through here. We'll see over the years the porcupine have eaten all the bark off of this maple tree. That's what porcupines like to eat. They like to eat bark, and they like to eat needles off of hemlock trees when it's real cold. So we're finally working on the airplane. We have to I'm gonna try to be gluing in these pieces today. All these X braces here were all broken when I bought this plane. All down through here, and I took them all out, and even some of these ones we replaced all of these. This afternoon we're gonna try to glue these in while it's nice and warm out. I'm not making this all like real perfect, just making it so it'll hopefully structurally be good. Yeah, so I ordered this glue quite a while ago, T88. So it's supposed to be wicked good for airplanes and stuff. So we're gonna use that, mix it together, and start gluing some pieces in. I got a couple glued in. We got this rib glued in and clamped down. We get that one clamped together. A bunch of vice grips here to kind of clamp stuff together as I go. Got 2 ribs in. We got this one here glued back together. This here kind of glued back together. Yes, anybody that's new to my channel that hasn't seen my airplane before, this is my airplane. It's a little Fisher FP101 ultralight. I don't even need a license to run it, so we bought this online, about a year and a half ago now. Just has a 503 snowmobile motor in it that they couldn't get to run, the previous owner, and finally I learned about a ground. I was able to hook up a new ground and fired right up, so that worked awesome. So there's only 45 hours on this plane. So, no, simple. I already put Beaver Retriever on the door. So, this plane only weighs 250 pounds. Jet's going over. Oh, way up there. America. There's another one. Today, the other day when I was skinning that beaver, they were down low. Yeah, I already got some skis on it. Bought these skis online last year. Mounted them on. Well, I got all the ribs glued in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did a couple of X bracing down there. I've done X bracing on this one and this one. I still got to work on these ones. Alright, now since we've been messing with that glue, we're going to come down and glue my dog sled back together. I hit a tree the other day and smashed up the ski pretty bad. So we're going to try to mix up some glue here and throw that in there. And I still got to do some more patchwork after this, but this will be good for today. Yeah, I got the dog sled somewhat fixed, at least the ski. I still got to fix the whole front here, but I ended up gluing the ski back together where it was cracked and put in this extra little piece, like one of them X bracing we've been using on the airplanes, what that is. Alright, well that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll keep working on the airplane and this. Process some of them furs tomorrow too. Alright, we're back to my honey deal. Try to bottle up this honey real quick. Yeah, I can do it just like this. There's 1 pound of honey. There's 2 pounds. So now we're gonna go work on them beaver that I caught at the beginning of the week. I got them beaver scum the other day, but now I still have to flush them and board them. So we're gonna go hammer down and get that done. Now we're gonna try to catch up on these beavers. I got 4 that we caught at the beginning of the week, and I have 1 from last week that I still hadn't processed. It was frozen. We got it all thawed out, so we're gonna hammer down and try to get these right caught up. Yeah, just about done with the first beaver here. Alright, we're going to hammer down, get them other ones done, and then we'll show you putting this one on a board. We're going to get this big beaver done here. Should be a blanket, that's what I was thinking. do is trim up some legs here. There, that's that big beaver's done. And we just got 4 more to go. We finished all these beaver. We're just gonna leave them out here in the snowstorm and let them freeze dry. It's supposed to get cold the next couple of days. So, both sides of the boards are done. So, yep, alright. So, we're gonna take a break. And I almost forgot about my porcupine trap we set yesterday. So, see if we got anything. Oh, looks like we do. Yep, we got a porcupine. One genuine porcupine. You're not living in our barn anymore, buddy. Big old porcupine. Yep, so freaking easy to catch them things, especially in the winter. So we're actually going to dispatch this and eat them. We're going to skin them and eat them. So that'll be pretty cool. They're pretty good eating. Look at all them quills. That's crazy. And if anybody thinks they can shoot out their quills, they don't. They just stick right into everything. Look at all them quills. Ugh. Yeah. Glad the dog didn't tangle with this thing yesterday. So my dog had been hanging out over here yesterday too before I set this trap. So luckily he didn't get him. Yeah, so the dog sees him in the back of the truck there, Dale. You gotta leave them things alone. You've been stuck in the nose by them things before. Yeah, he pulled some quills out of his nose 2 years ago, I think it was. He had them all on his tongue and everything. He tried biting onto that porcupine. Alright, we're gonna try to skin this porcupine. So I've done this once before, but I case skinned it. Like how we skinned coyotes and fox and otter and them. Which was a pain in the butt. Don't ever try to do that. So this time we're gonna try to skin it like a beaver. Do it exactly like we do a beaver. So let's see how this goes. See how many times I can get poked with freaking quills. There's not a single quill on their belly. This is how like fisher and bobcats try to eat porcupines and flip them over. There's not a single quill all the way down through its belly. Try to skin around to his back. Get all 4 legs off of it. That's good enough for meal. This is just going to get thrown out to the critters. That will do something with it. Alright, we're checking that porcupine trap once again. It still looks set to them right from here. Yep. So I'm going to leave it for a few days. I'm pretty sure that was the only porcupine, but we'll still leave it. And, that was nice to get him out of here before my dog comes over here and plays under the barn or gets a face full of quills like he has before. So today we're gonna go try to check some more beaver traps finally. Hopefully we can catch a beaver or 2 today. That'd be nice. So before we go check some traps, I gotta plow the driveway. We got 4 inches of snow last night. So we got an old square body Chevy here. It's an old 1980 Chevy, 350 in it. Spots. I got 2 places set up on this pond, so we got 9 traps. We got 6 in one spot, 3 in another. I caught 3 beaver out here last night, so hopefully we catch something more. Into the first flowage. Got 6 traps here. Already caught 3 beaver out of here. I've caught the 2 adults and 1 younger one, so I think there's a few more. food bed stretches from where we're at now down to them last traps. So I think there's got to be a couple more 2-year-olds in there. Not even frozen underneath this ice block. Already hitting water right there, so that's cool. Kind of saves sometimes when I put them ice blocks on top. Makes a lot less chiseling. Like if that wasn't on top and it was real cold, we'd have 5, 6, 7 inches of ice would chisel through right now. Yeah, this first trap is still set. It's a foothold set, so I'm gonna show you under the water. Check it out. So my Honeybees set off, so I'm pretty sure I just felt a beaver in there, so let's see with the camera. Holy, I have to say that's the adult. I thought the one we caught last time was the adult. This freaking thing is huge. Look at the tail on that freaking thing. Nice. Alright, get him out of the trap real quick. So we're gonna get this thing freeze dry and check them last couple. Well, this snare was set off, so we're gonna see what we got. Couldn't see a beaver, but it doesn't mean we don't have one. Nope, nothing. We missed them. They ate part of my bait. Yeah, that's a pretty big beaver. I'm happy with that. That's gonna be definitely a blanket. Probably a little bigger than a blanket. So, nice. Good winter pelt right there. Yep, so we're all done with this place. We got one more out through the woods right here with 3 traps in it. We caught 2 out of there last time we checked this. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Thought the going was going to be a lot tougher. We got a couple big snowstorms since I've been out here last, but we got rain and warm, so it settled it quite a bit. So nice. So we got 3 traps right there. So this place is wicked cloudy water, so I can't see down there for nothing. So we're just going to pull up each one of these traps and see what I got. So we got a snare pull here. Let's see. Oh, we got a beaver. Nice. Yep, we got a little beaver. Yep, well, it just looks up that way in front of the snowmobile, and they've been coming out and chewing on a hardwood up there. Right, recently, been coming out of the ice. So we're gonna go check that out before we leave for sure. All right, let's see if we got anything in this one. Nope, nothing. Well, this is where the beaver are coming out. Look at the tree they're chopping on right there. Look at all their little twitch trails here. Let's go up a twitch trail, see if we can make it up here. That's a hell of a twitch trail. Oh, they started on this tree too. Oh, they got a big appetite. That tree is freaking huge. And then they got a trail that goes that way. Trail that kind of loops around. They've been out there eating some brush. Ooh, they've been hammering it right here. Yeah, look at it all. They've been up in here eating all these trees. Whoa. Looks like they went down around there and come back up. So, yeah, we're gonna try to put a trap right there at that where that hole is. See if we can't catch them coming out, I guess. Well, I got a set in here. Not real impressed with it, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, they had a big appetite. That's freaking monster tree. So, some of these wood chips. So they chew a little bit, and they chew a little bit, and then they peel the wood chip out. That's what they do. Quite a few videos of them eating on wood over the years. Look at all these wood chips. That's crazy. That's a lot of wood chips. So, see right there, you see their teeth marks. That's pretty cool. We're over here working on this cherry tree too. That's something they were working on this fall. Now they restarted, trying to eat some bark off of it. Alright, well that's it for today for trapping. So tomorrow we're going to work on a dog sled. Probably process these 2 beaver we just caught. And I think that's gonna be it for this week. Got that porcupine for dinner tonight. That looks good. There's my porcupine dinner. That looks good. So, let's see how it is. Yeah, that was pretty good. A little chewy. Kind of cooked it a little too long, but still edible. Yeah, that was pretty good. So, make sure to eat some porcupine if you ever catch one. Alright, today we're trying to bend a brush bow. It's a bumper for my dog sled. And I got some scalding hot water here. So I've had this piece of wood soaked in a towel in the cabin for 2 days. So it's already pretty wet here in the middle. We're going to pour some hot water on it while I try to pull up on it. Yep, that's a big negative. Yeah, well, that didn't work. It freaking split already. Wasn't a very good piece of wood anyways. You can see the grain right here. See how it's all funny? There's an old knot right there. I didn't look on this side. This side looked pretty good. Try to follow the grain, make sure it's not running out anywhere, because that's where it'll split like that. This one here is running out right there, so. Yeah, so we'll go back to working on the dog sled here in a little bit. But first I want to skin them beaver from yesterday. And tomorrow I got a cookout we're going to, which will be on next week's episode. And I want to bring a beaver. I want to try to either roast the whole beaver over the fire or just cut chunks off the beaver. And I want to be known for bringing beaver meat to that winter cookout. It's a yearly thing, so. Yeah, this will be a pretty good beaver for that cookout. Pretty big beaver. Plenty of meat for all of us on this one. I've never roasted a beaver over a fire, so I kind of want to try to do that, but I'm no expert at that, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, so I brought a bunch of beaver meat out to this pond day last year, and everybody loved it, so we're gonna try, like say, bring the whole beaver this time. I think I'm gonna bring that little one too. Bring the big one and the little one. Little one will be a lot more tender than this one. Just about done. Nose is frozen though. It's not cooperating. Yeah, that one's done. That's a pretty good sized beaver right there, so that'll be some meat for that cookout. So we're gonna quickly do that other one, and then I think we're gonna work on a dog sled. Try to get my dog sled ready for tomorrow. All right, we're back to working on the dog sled. And I got a couple of 1/4 inch thick pieces here. I started bending into a new brush bow, which this stuff's gonna bend a lot easier than that 1 inch stuff. So scalding hot water, just boiling. A lot of people do this with steam. The guy that taught me how to build this dog sled just does it with just boiling hot water. As you can see, this is bending pretty good so far. We're just going to tie these together for right now. Well, that other brush bow is a little too short, so we're going to try to rebend the new one here. See how this works. Both sides, they're nice and thin, so these should bend pretty easy. Get it started. Make sure I'm even. Some nice ash here. Alright, we got the dog sled all fixed for tomorrow. So, brush bow came out okay. So this is what we're going to bring out here tomorrow for the pond day. Is a bale of hay for the dogs. Drop line, hook the dogs to. Some snowshoes. I got my other sled here, and we're going to try to do little dog sled tours. Let people drive their own dog team. Bring both of these out. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and make sure to stay tuned in next week to check out this whole pond day when I go out with the dog team, and then we're going to check some more traps throughout the week and possibly set some more traps during this week. So hopefully we catch a few beaver next week. So thanks for watching.